Good morning, children. A warm welcome to Warangal Urban YouTube channel, Department of School Education, Warangal Urban. Bridge course, e-content for SSC students. Samagra Shiksha, Warangal. This is yours, B. Rajesh, School Assistant of English, working at Government High School, SUBEDARI, in Hanmakonda Mandal. Subject English, topic letter writing. In this video, I am going to present the types of letters and how to write a letter. After watching this video, you will be able to know the concepts of letter writing, know the different types of letters, know the formats of letters, know the parts of a letter, understand the discourse specific indicators of letter writing, understand the language specific indicators, and write a letter. What is a letter? A letter is a written message conveyed from one person to another to provide certain important information. So friends, this is the definition of a letter. And how many types of letters are there? How to write a letter? What are the formats of letters? What are the parts of a letter? Let us see in the following video. So don't miss until the end, and we will have sample examples also, sample letters also. So keep watching. Types of letters. There are two types of letters. The first one is formal letter and the second one is informal letters. So friends, there are two types of letters called formal and informal. So what are the key features of formal and informal letters? First, formal letter. Official letters, business letters, complaints, applications, etc. are considered as formal letters. The language which we are using in formal letters should be straight to the point, simple, and in a polite way. Next, we must follow certain rules and conventions while we are writing formal letters. And the purpose of this formal letter is to professional communication only. And we have to avoid certain contractions or short forms and also abbreviations while writing formal letters. Then we'll go to informal letters. Letters to friends and relatives are informal letters. We generally call them personal letters. So the language can be personal and emotional in informal letters. So there is no need of stipulated format. We can write anyway. And the purpose of these letters is either personal or casual. And we can use slang, codes, abbreviations, etc. in informal letters. So these are the key features of formal and informal letters. Next important thing, parts of a letter. Generally, the parts of letters as follows. So first part is called heading. It is also the writer's address or the sender's address. Next, salutation or greetings. Then body of the letter. Next, subscription or complimentary clause. Next, signature, and the last one, receiver's address on the envelope. It is also called as superscription. So friends, these are the important 6 parts of the letters. Let us discuss in detail. Before going to write sample letters, we must know as students the indicators or features of this major discourse. And we have obviously discourse specific indicators and language specific indicators. What are the discourse specific indicators? Let us see. Appropriate format and layout. Yes, whether you are writing formal or informal letters, they must follow some layouts. And using language appropriate to the context. So don't use unparliamentary language and other unnecessary words in the writing a letter. Then expressing relevant ideas sequentially. So our ideas must be in an order to convey the matter or information properly. And then language specific indicators. So we must follow grammar rules. Grammatically our sentences are correct. So those are called well-formed sentences. So while writing any discourse, we must follow this. And then conventions of writing. So punctuation marks, capital letters, small letters, etc. are called conventions of writing. And we must follow obviously. And then coherence. So coherence means we had already discussed in our previous class, but here coherence is nothing but the connection among the words and among the paragraphs in the major discourse. So everything should be related to each other. So here these are the specific features of this major discourse letter writing. Then we'll move to formats. So here what are the formats of letter, especially a formal letter? So generally we write heading, place and date here in the right side top, but conventionally we write these place here in the right side of the right top of the corner, and here nowadays we can write these two things, place and date, here in the left side top corner. So you can write either in left side or right side. And then 2, here observe there is no or full stop, any punctuation mark after 2. This is very important. And then after 2 you can write the receiver's designation and office address, etc. Next we must write the salutation. What is the salutation for formal letter? We will discuss later. Sir oblique madam. Then write the subject and then body of the letter, and finally yours sincerely in the right side bottom corner, then signature. This is the format of a formal letter. Then format of an informal letter. Here also we can write all these things in this way, where right side top heading, it means place and date, then salutation, then body of the letter, and finally subscription. Here you have to write the body of the letters at least 3 paragraphs, and here in that box you must write a box, put a box. Here in this box you have to write to address. So address on the envelope, so it must be excluded the body of the letter. Next how to write the heading of a letter. So now we'll discuss every part of the letter in detail. So while writing the heading, it means place and date, how we should write. See example, Hunter Road, SUBEDARI, Hanmakonda. So after writing your street name, you can write your village name and then town name, etc. by putting after every line what is there, observe, comma, comma, and finally full stop. So punctuation is very important here. So in this way you can write sender's address. It means your address, because you are the sender or writer. So you can write writer's address in this way. Next, date. How to write the date? So observe friends, 12th June 2021 full stop, or you can write 12 June 2021. Write the date in this prescribed format only, but don't write like this: 12/6/21, 12-6-21, etc. So write the heading of a letter in this way only. Then how to write the salutation? Salutations are different from formal letters to informal letters. How should we write? For formal letters, generally we write respected sir oblique respected madam, but here avoid the word respected before sir oblique madam, because it indicates the respecting manner. So need not to write respected. And here informal letter salutations are like this. When you are writing relatives, you can write my dear or dear. For example, my dear father or dear father, my dear mother or dear mother, my dear brother or dear brother, etc. And when you are writing to your friends, don't mention my dear friend. You can write his name. For example, your friend name is Rajesh. So you can write my dear Rajesh or my dear friend Rajesh, my dear friend Rajesh. If he is not your close friend, you can write dear Mr. by adding Mr. or Miss. You can write their names also, but don't write only my dear friend. Okay, in this way you can write the salutation. Then how to write the body of the letter? It depends on the question or given context. And of course, we must divide the body of the letter into three paragraphs at least. So in the paragraph, introduce yourself or introduce the problem itself. Then write the things elaboratively in a detailed manner in the second paragraph. And in the final paragraph, you can conclude the letter. And then subscription. This is very important thing to know. There are different types of subscriptions. In formal letters, we can write yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly, or yours obediently. While you are writing formal letter subscriptions, friends, most of the students, in my observation, I have seen so many students are writing apostrophe here, apostrophe. So there is no apostrophe. Please note this point. So don't write any apostrophe here. If you write apostrophe, that will be considered wrong. So here don't write any apostrophe. Okay. And then capital Y. And finally, what is that? Comma. So capital Y, no apostrophe, and again no capital letter, finally comma. These are the important things to remember always. Next, informal letters. The subscription of the informal letter is, generally we know that, yours lovingly, or you can write yours affectionately. In other way, you can write yours loving friend, yours loving son, yours loving daughter, or you can write yours affectionate friend, yours affectionate son, or yours affectionate daughter also. These are the important subscriptions of the formal letter and informal letter. And then let's go for the sample informal letter. Write a letter to your friend studying in Hyderabad describing the annual day celebrations held in your school. This is the question. So while you are going to write any letter, you must question yourself the three things that follow. What are the three questions? Whom? So whom you are going to write a letter. So here it is given, write a letter to your friend. So now you are going to write a letter to your friend. So he is the receiver of the letter. Then what? What you have to write? It is also given in the question. What is that? Describing the annual day celebrations. So the description must be there in your body of the letter. And then how to write a letter. So I am going to present my version for this question and you can write your own version. So I am just reading these lines. Please take a screenshot and you can do yourself. Hunter Road, Subedari. So follow the things that I have already told you. Hunter Road, Subedari, Hanmakonda. So comma, full stop later. And then date in a prescribed format. 24th February 2021 full stop. So in this way we can write the heading and then salutation. Dear Ashok, hello, how are you? I am fine and doing well here. I hope the same with you there. I have been preparing well for the forthcoming SSC examinations. What about you? Have you celebrated the annual day of your school? So this is the introduction of the letter. Then second paragraph, we are dealing the main content. I like to write to you about the annual day celebrations held on our school premises. Our headmaster presided over the function. He presented the school's annual report highlighting the achievements and requirements of the school. We invited our district collector as the chief guest along with some political leaders. The VIPs and the parents attended the function. The chief guest, our district collector, delivered a wonderful speech about the importance of character, and the other guests focused on the life skills and values like honesty, punctuality, discipline, etc. to reach our goals in our life. In the cultural program, my friends danced well after the guest speeches. It was a fantastic and unforgettable event in my life. We write your school's celebrations too. And here I am going to conclude my letter. Waiting for your reply. Drop it soon. Convey my regards to your parents and blessings to your sister. So in this way, you can write three paragraphs and finally subscription. Yours loving friend. And here in your public examinations, you are not supposed to write your name or signature anywhere. So that keep XXX etc. And here draw a box. In that box, write address on the envelope in this prescribed format. So this is my version, friend. You can write your own version. Next, a sample letter for informal letters. Here it is a previous question. So observe the standards of the questions and everything in detail will be given to you. So depending on the data given, you can write your letter. So here I am going to read the question which is asked earlier. You are the student of ZP High School. Your village is far away from the town where you study. There is no proper bus service to your village. This has adverse effects on the school-going children of your village. The poor bus service also affects the life of residents. Now, keeping in view the above problem, write a letter to the editor of a local newspaper highlighting the problems faced. You can also suggest a few possible solutions. You may use the following ideas. How many school-going children are there? Frequency of the bus service, problems of the villagers, and your suggestions. So friends, whom you are going to write? Here given. Editor of the local newspaper. Then what? Here given the data. And how? Let us see. This is my version and you can write your own version. Please take a screenshot and you can write, you can read yourself. So here heading ZP High School, Venkatapur, September 12, 2021, and here 2 plus designation. After 2 there is no comma and a full stop or any punctuation mark. The editor, the daily news, Warangal. Then salutation, sir, oblique, madam. Then write the subject, and in the subject you can write the entire important points of the body of the letter in a singular 2 lines. What is that? Requesting you to publish our villages bus problems. Then 1, 2, 3 paragraphs are there. In the first paragraph, I am going to introduce myself and my village's issue. I am a student of ZP High School, Venkatapur. I am a resident of Malampalli. I am writing this letter to bring your kind attention towards our village problem. Our village is very far away from the town. Only one bus comes to our village 2 times a day. The bus is usually packed with a lot of passengers. People hang out of the bus with one leg on the footboard and other in the air. The bus timings are 6 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m. But our school works from 9 a.m. to 5. So we have to be there at the bus stop at 6 a.m. in the morning or suffer to reach school. Due to lack of transportation, many students discontinue their studies. So many village vendors, villagers and farmers have the same problems. So I request you to bring the to light that problems faced by us and help us. Your move will make a big change to our lives. We will be very grateful to you if our problems are solved. So in this way, you can write the body of the letter and finally subscription. Yours faithfully is my subscription and you are not supposed to do any signature in your answer sheet. So in this way, you can write either formal or informal, keeping all the points in your mind. So thank you so much for watching and please do subscribe Warangal Urban YouTube channel for more educational videos. Thank you so much.